drums because you have the guitar.
Yeah. I figured.
There we go.
Who's our singer? We should add lyrics into the intro song, I think.
What are you feeling? You know that truck commercial that's the We Will Rock You?
No.
GMC, because they have like hands-free
Oh,
driving.
yeah. I saw that. I did see that. Yeah. We could,
Should we change it up?
hands-free trading.
It's a classic, though. Like, it's like synonymous with small cap recap now. So
How cool would that be if you had like a machine that connected to your head and it was like, buy, no slippage, because you just like, buy here, sell here.
that's what, I mean, Elon Musk is making that.
Is he actually like the
Neuralink thing.
That's
He's got
crazy.
chimpanzees that play video games with their brains, like Pong. They can play Pong with just their brains.
that he's going to make something that like allows animals to talk to humans?
He's an alien.
I know, dude. No, I saw that theory too on Twitter the other day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Or maybe Instagram, wherever it was. It's like
They probably saw our small cap recap and
they did. They
like-
must have. This is our first small cap recap in about a week now, because Thanksgiving.
oh shoot, dang!
Yeah, I know.
You're
Sorry
right.
for taking some
And
time
it's the last
off.
day of November too.
Yeah, I know. Finally, December can maybe bring a hot market.
I
like
can't
we had
believe
last year.
2021's over though.
I know we have
basically.
a month left. No, but I
Well,
was
the holidays always go so fast too. Like all of a sudden it'll just be like mid-January. We're like, what happened?
But it's weird because I was home for Thanksgiving talking to my family, and like we were trying to, like when you bring up stories like, oh yeah, how long ago was that? And we're like, oh, that must have been like 5 years ago, and it was like 2.5 years ago. I feel like 2020 was like the longest year.
It was long because
but
we're all stuck inside. There was like it was like
nothing.
nice for everyone knows this. It was like nice for a month,
Yep.
and then you're like, oh, my.
And like it was great for the market. Like a lot of traders went parabolic. The market got super hot. Like it was great. And in the moment, it felt like time flew. But now looking back at it, that might have been the longest feeling year. That it's because dude,
I have white hair because of it. I really do though. Like I won't take my hat off, but like I literally do have white hair now.
I have white hair, but it's because I got a birthmark on my head. So I can say it's because of the stress of 2020, but I would be lying to you. But yeah, no, now 2021 is coming to a close. Hopefully 2022, oh man, if the beginning of 2022 can be as hot as the beginning of 2021,
Half as hot.
even half as hot. Oh my gosh. Like it'd be crazy. Who knows? No way to know. I was kind of hoping the end of the month would be a little hotter than it was this week, but,
Definitely.
December, normally, there's a good chance we could get some sector momentum, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We need like a brand new sector. That's what we need because all the
been a
Bitcoin
while.
stocks are so beaten down. EV, I guess, is still relatively new.
It's been a long time.
I know. Yeah, we could get a weed sector run.
Byron,
What?
you don't watch TikTok.
No, I don't watch TikTok these
Who's the
days.
president of the United States? Byron.
I didn't know that.
I'm
What is
gonna
that?
It's from
It's
it's
like-
like
it's
a
a-
guy who walks around New York City and he like interviews people,
Oh, okay.
and it's just like this crazy guy in like Coney Island. He's like, I'm gonna give Byron a big old kiss.
Why do I feel like I saw that? Oh my gosh.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving? Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Okay, no,
It's the
I
same
didn't see
guy.
it. Maybe I didn't. I feel like I saw a guy talking like I'm gonna give. I thought he said Biden. Maybe not. I
It
don't
says
know.
Byron.
Byron.
Because he thinks it's Biden. That's why it's funny.
I get the joke. I'm trying
If
to.
Byron makes it legal,
Yeah. Oh,
anyway, we've been every trader's been talking about this for years.
like 6 or 7 years now,
when it happens, it's gonna be awesome.
and it's like it's bound to happen at some point. I think. I mean, I'd like to think that.
No, it will. It truly is just a matter of when. But
Yeah.
it could be 5 years. Like,
Yeah,
it really
no,
could be
it's-
still. It's been 5 years since 2017. 2014 was like the first weed run. Then it was
Yeah.
kind of 2017, 2018 again. And it really hasn't happened since.
Can you imagine like people who were bagged from 2014 thinking like it's gonna get legalized? They're still just bagged from highs. There probably are people that are just averaging down,
it's
averaging
down
down.
like 95% since then.
Yeah, the entire like every weed stock is like just
Absolutely.
Tilray, baby.
I have some Tilray. I have 100 shares of Tilray.
Yeah,
I'm down 55% on it. On 100 shares.
Congrats, man. You can you can be the average and just start averaging down.
No, I refuse.
Why? What if it gets legalized?
It's in my IRA, so
It's not really a bag if it's in your IRA.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about your trades. My trades. I had one very small trade. I've been trying not to trade. It was on NUZE. Bryce can break it down, but I really was not trying to trade. And then Bryce who sits next to me all day and was like, "Hey, look at this," and I bought some shares right there at like 460, and I sold up. I think it like 76 or something. I don't know. Or no, I held to the 80s.
Yeah, you did.
I almost sold there because it hesitated for a while, and then I sold in the 80s. Made like $1,300 on that trade. Had another small trade in there, and the day up 2,000, and that was literally just my day. Like I was in trades for like 7 minutes today.
We were talking right before Matt got in this trade, and we were just talking about perspective and you know how $1,000 to $2,000 a day is $250,000 to $500,000 a year in the market,
Which is insane.
Which is insane. And Matt and I were like, "Yo, NUZE looks pretty good. Let's just go for a little small trade on."
Yeah. I was in this trade for literally 6 minutes, and then another trade I made like $700 on for like for like another minute. So like total trades today, I was in for 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Now, can you zoom out of this real quick? Because I'm going to talk about NUZE. Yeah. So NUZE had a slight. Thank you. Yep. NUZE had a slight gap up this morning. Was looking at it for first green day. I was very annoyed. I bought it here. Looking for that first green day pop, and sold for basically break even right here. And of course, it had to go from lows on no volume to the exact move I was looking for out of the gate. So that pissed me off. And I was all sorts of tilted because I was a little bit red on the day from that. I'll get over to another one. But then basically, yeah, so we saw here, they had this fake breakdown, which we talk about a lot. Recovery up to VWAP, nice little consolidation. I think Matt and I both bought like here at like 459, 460. Sold into, Matt and I basically had like the same trade on this, sold into the 480s. I personally took it again. Actually, we both took it again right here at like 450s. I held into after hours, so and I'll go over that real quick. And actually, this will be perfect because this trade annoys me too. So, PPSI, nearly identical daily chart, right? Probably should throw up the daily chart so you can see that. Very similar daily chart to PPSI, where it had that big run, came off of lows of this like weird little consolidation, and then PPSI just had a massive gap up to test the breakout. So I was like, I'll give this a shot into after hours. It held VWAP all day. So I took 7,500 shares here at 455, I think. Best sell up here at 570. Sold from 510 up to 570, which was a nice trade. And a good example because yesterday I had my biggest red day ever. And I was looking back through the trades, and I was actually happy with just about every trade I took. I overtraded a little bit, but kept risk under control. I just simply took 13 straight losses, which is brutal. But I was happy. I looked at the charts, and it was actually what made me money last week. But anyways, what I was saying is my goal today was just really to take less trades if the market remained to be choppy, which this right here, lows to the break, that to me is like not a predictable move, a bit choppier. So, and a lot of stocks looked a lot like that today, except they broke down further. So I was like, you know what? Less trades, focus on the best ones. Looked good there and took that. But what really, really, really irked me today was PPSI. So I actually was long from here at 885. And I was like, yeah, this is a choppy market. Sold at 903. Sold at 903. I sold that $2 a share early just because I was like, I'm scalping everything today. But, you know, again, so there were some signs of life in the afternoon, just weird ones. They weren't like stocks that were holding up. NUZE was probably the best example, but they weren't stocks that were holding up. And that's why I wanted to bring up LGVN too. Let's throw up VWAP quick. These are stocks that were just kind of at lows, then went to highs. They're tougher today and yesterday. And I know a lot of traders on Twitter who've kind of been talking about this entire November being a bit choppy. I know a lot of longs who lost some money. I know a lot of shorts who lost some money. It's just because the market's, again, you get this as a short, right? If you're short this, even from that pop-up to VWAP, you're screwed. If you're long this from, I mean, it's down like from 45 the other day. Like it's just grind down, and there's one spot to get an entry today on that. And other than that, you're it's just tough. So there's movement in the market, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's like the wildest, hottest market yet. But hopefully, you know, I liked last week. I know not everyone did. If we can just kind of get that into December with some more continuation, some more follow through, ideally, right? Like on a chart like this, I'm just going to give like an example, I suppose. That's a great end of day move. But like Matt and I were kind of talking when the market was hotter last year, right? Like these were stocks that were green on the day, near a breakout, holding over VWAP, not under VWAP, and then making that more predictable move. That's a much less predictable move in my opinion. They also did drop NUZE, which was a big part of that. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying. Matt, do you want to kind of talk about real quick, just because we're ending the month. We're doing the end of month recap. The difference between like this market now, especially for new traders, and like a hotter market like we saw in the beginning of 2021.
Yeah, it's just the follow through. Like stuff holds up, and we're not seeing that. Like you just described it perfectly. You see this random from lows to highs under VWAP. They're not like predictable patterns at all. Where like in a hot, what I'd call it, even healthier market, like you get these stocks that run, they consolidate all day, and then they break out in the afternoon, and then might run for a day or two, and then like we'll have a natural pullback. Where now you get this insane choppiness. Like look at this.
Not that. How do I switch it? Oh, delete.
Look at this guy. Where you get stocks like this, like okay, decent morning move on that, right around 10:30.
Yeah, but even look at that, even like. Slam down and then back.
Yeah, it held the risk level, but it would have probably scared me out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it like fades off, only for it to basically close at highs. Like, it's so hard to trade.
This is basically the same pattern we were looking at on NUZE, a little choppier, but then it dumped it broke low of day, or tested whatever, then back up to highs. It's just
so
choppy.
hard to trade.
It's tough.
Hard to trade.
It's tough. Matt, you didn't trade a whole lot this month.
I didn't. I'm trying to total it up. I placed one trade on like Monday last week. That was it. I got some cryptos going on. I've been trading pretty good in crypto. So I'm trying to total it all up. I'm probably down a little bit. I'm estimating like 5-6K in the stock market, but I'm up 20-30K over there in crypto land. So we're healthily green on the month. Stock market was just choppy, and like I had a couple good trades like REQ. You crypto rocket people know what's up over the weekend.
That was savage. That was a savage trade.
And like that was most of my month right there.
Yeah. No, and you
had a good healthy month.
Yeah, I made
you had a banger last week.
It
reminds me a lot of my October. Like my October was so boring, and then last week October just murdered it.
Well, and
you did basically.
And a lot. I feel like that's how a lot of traders kind of go. The goal when the market isn't in your favor is to just survive, to protect the capital. No big losses, no big wins. Ideally, slow uptrend. And then when the market is in your favor, you crush it. Kyle Williams is really good at that. Very, very good.
He does it all the time.
He'll make his whole month in a day or two.
It kills me because I'm super competitive.
I know.
And then all of a sudden he'll have a day or two, and I'm like, oh.
Kyle will be down like 5-10 grand in the month. And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm up 200K. I'm like, oh, man. No, but it's just a lot of traders, that's in my opinion, a sign of good trading is when you're able to, when the market is not in your favor, you just preserve. And that's basically what happened. Most of my month was last week and a little bit of the end of the previous week. But, even so my record red day yesterday, I just need to stop trading the days I travel. That really is what it is.
Yes.
And it's like, but I didn't even leave until 7 p.m., but I think I just knew.
It's the mental.
It's the mental thing.
Anytime I have a big like life event or my day's super busy, I know if I trade, I will lose money.
Yep.
Like it's not even a question.
Yep. But so yesterday I lost just under $18,000. Still ending the month up $68,000.
Sup, baby? Take me out to dinner.
I don't know these,
oh
dude.
My God, it's the same guy.
Oh,
it's the same guy.
I wouldn't know. I don't waste my time on TikTok like you youngsters.
I just go on TikTok. It's like 100 videos in a row. Same thing.
I know. Well, my problem is when I get on TikTok, it's like I seldom watch it, but when I hop on, I'm on for 2 hours.
It's dangerous.
It's a death trap.
Close out, Tui.
But yeah, no, overall, what does that put us up on the month? Well, between crypto and just about $100,000 this month between the both of us, probably right under.
You were green in crypto, weren't you? First time ever, probably.
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, if we total that together, I think I made about 8,000 or 9,000 in crypto this month.
Let's go.
Finally, baby.
Bryce is my sell indicator for the most
Not
part.
anymore. Not anymore. This guy.
But he's figured it out.
I figured it out. The difference is, and it's really
nice though, because he'll text me. He'll be like, "Hey, just want to let you know I bought," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks."
I do a really good job too. Have you ever sold when I text you that?
No, but every time I regret not selling.
No, what I have found in crypto to be true is there's a lot more range. A lot more range.
A lot more. It's scary.
Yeah.
for
So
new people.
what I just have done is sized down, widened the risk, because when the move works, you get those, REQ is like 500% mover, right?
Yeah, it was from like top to bottom. It was
Yeah.
impossible to nail the top. Realistically, it was like a 300%.
Right.
trade.
Okay. Realistic.
Try
try
a lockable in trade was about 300%. Yeah.
Just think about those words you had. Realistically, about 300%. Like
Yep.
well, that,
True.
because that's what's crazy in crypto. Though. Like my best percentage gain trade in the stock, like I think was actually like an OTC swing this month, which OTCs are, they do give you a little bit more like higher percentage gains, but they're harder to trade. They're less liquid, or not harder to trade, just less liquid. So, but it was like probably 70 or 80%. And like on a listed, my best on a great day is like 10%. So that was the big difference with my realization. Okay, stop putting my full account on one crypto, getting scared on one dip, and then watching it run after. I don't know why I decided to go into that tangent about my learnings of the crypto market. But if any of you are wanting to learn to trade crypto, this guy taught me well.
I try. We'll include a link below. Check it out.
Yeah, we'll include a link below.
While you're down there, like, subscribe, share,
And comment.
and comment.
Comment
We're going-
something nice, though. Not mean.
It's probably pretty close to our 6-month anniversary of this.
Aww.
It's cute. Best friends.
Best friend.
You know that one?
No, I thought you were
my
actually doing something. I
God.
thought you were being nice.
my
I thought you were actually being
God.
nice.
Didn't realize I sat next to a boomer.
I live under a rock.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
But anyways, yeah, great month here. Between everything, we're gonna call it like 100K this month.
I bet you. Well, I'll finish totaling it up, but combined, we're over 6 figures.
Woo! Let's
Woo!
go. Let's go.
All you haters out there that are still watching us.
Yeah, I know. What? Oh boy, we had a rough September. I won't say any mean words because we're ending on a good note. Positive vibes only.
I'm glad he stayed.
What?
I'm glad they stayed. The haters.
Honestly, if you're still watching and you were a hater from September, there are like 1 or 2 people that every now and then will comment a hate comment.
Yeah.
And they're the same people. So you're still watching. You know you love us deep down.
Yeah, exactly. It's
You know you love us. Get a little hug. Anyways, I'll close this out now for real. Thank you guys for always like kind of being a part of, helping us out. We see a lot of you guys, the same people commenting on us, like supporting us. It means a ton to us. And we hope this helps you in some way, even just reviewing some of our best and worst trades. I think there's a lot of value there. And, I hope you see the same. Thank you guys for supporting. Like Matt said, comment, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. And Andrew, how are we doing real quick? How are we doing on our goal?
We're at 93,000 right now.
We need
we're
more.
Close.
We need more. That means if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We will see you back here tomorrow for the first official day of December. No record red days for this guy tomorrow. I'm not how I'm starting the month. Woo! Woo! Let's get it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Gotta go off beat when you're snapping your fingers.
I hope you all enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching the whole thing and being part of the StocksToTrade community. We wouldn't be here without all of you. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Our goal at StocksToTrade is to reach 100,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year. So if you like the content we're putting out and you want to hear more, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.